Yup, my name is Nokuchi, and before February ends, I would like to recommend you a comprehensive list of anime that I have seen and that I think that you would enjoy. Dog, I would like you to please exit the frame. Over there. Over there. Thank you very much. This list is in no particular order. I like all of these anime, and the only thing that I have tried to do is vary them in terms of comedy versus drama versus adult stuff. Number 1, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl. It is an anime about adolescent syndrome, and my anime list summarized it very well. So, quote, adolescent syndrome. It's a rare disease that only affects teenagers, and its symptoms are so supernatural that hardly anyone recognizes it as a legitimate occurrence. In this anime, the main character helps various girls overcome their adolescent syndrome and face their issues and become cured. The things that I really loved about this anime were it was just done really well, like all of the list, but the main couple were particularly nice to watch because it wasn't like it was a harem kind of thing. It was just they were the main couple and then this guy was helping these other girls as well. I remember being very enamored by it because there was a girl in a bunny costume and it wasn't as plotless as I thought it would be. I liked the characters, I liked the plot, and it was just very... This is written in my notes too. I didn't know what to say. It was very... Number 2, Monster Monsume. If you haven't heard of this, you don't watch anime very often. It's basically everyday life with monster girls. In a world where humans coexist with monsters, this guy has to coexist with, quote, a bevy of beastly beauties, unquote. IMDb. What I like about this anime is it, even though it was a harem, which you would think, oh, another harem, it just, there's a type for everyone. Every girl is aimed toward a certain person, you feel me? You'll find a favorite and you'll like it. There's a lot of comedy and chaos, but it's very good, and it is more toward an older audience. Not that kids can't watch it, but I mean, boobs. Number 3, My Love Story, which is an untraditional kind of thing. It's not beautiful guy falls in love with beautiful girl. The guy is not your typical Bishonen type protagonist or the plain type protagonist, you know, but he's very lovable and it was super endearing and you really root for the characters like a lot. Like sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I want certain characters to get together just because of certain things, but this really kind of reshaped how I thought that I would want the characters to be. I'm trying not to give anything away in these listings, by the way. It's basically, if you like guys and girls blushing over each other and just being really honest with their feelings, yet embarrassed, you'll enjoy it. It's very cute. Young. Number 4, very fittingly, is Dusk, Maiden of Amnesia. In this universe, regrets create spirits. So once you die, if you regret something, you become a ghost until you've figured out your issues. Kind of standard. Basically, this chick who died ages ago is a spirit in this school, and this guy from this club, they end up kind of having a thing go on, and the whole thing is about him trying to solve her memory loss and why she has regrets so that she can move on. But then she doesn't want to move on because she likes the main guy. It was a lot spookier than I thought it was going to be. I thought that they were just going to kind of make it, ooh, she's a ghost and that's it, but it was very good. The thing about anime is the synopsis that you read really doesn't give credit to how good an anime can be. It can sound like trash, but then be the best anime ever. It can sound amazing and then just be the worst thing you've ever seen. This is one of the ones where I was surprised because of the synopsis. In the end, it was very satisfying and I highly recommend it. Number 5. Again, if you haven't heard of this one, don't know where you're living. Nisekoi. It's a harem. And it's very confusing. At least for me, there are many a girl who I want to end up with the main dude, and then in between the main two, I just can't decide. I love them both in that relationship, and I don't love one of the girls more than the other to want the girl that I don't love as much to get with the main guy so that I can have the girl that I love the most. You understand? Basically, this guy is forced into a relationship with this girl in high school. But when he was a kid, he had promised his childhood friend that they would marry one day because they loved each other. He has a lock, she has the key, but they lost contact, so they don't know who each other is, so they're like trying to find each other, but then he's in this other relationship. It's very good, it's very cute, absolutely love the art style, it's very colourful, very pretty, it's a comedy as well. Hijinks ensue, it's very good, very worth it, understandable that it's on many a list. Number 6. This one is more aimed toward a younger audience. I watched this in high school and I was just overwhelmed by Usui's ness. You will love it if you're into cheesy trash. There's bright green uniforms, maid outfits, and a whole lot of cuteness. The school president works in a maid cafe. She's super embarrassed about it, but she needs the money. The hottest guy in school finds out, and again, hijinks ensue. There's secrets and blushes, and you will love it. Watch it. 7. Here's a Yuri for ya. Girl on girl. Citrus is a dramatic, sometimes funny story about stepsisters who one is very troubled because of her past, the other one is a gyaru and she's just too alternative for the private school that she has to go to, and their conflicts yet teasing love. It's again aimed at an older audience, but it's kind of steamy, kind of difficult in terms of the events that happen and how you would want them to happen if it was a perfect world. I don't know. It's really pretty. There's girls, there's kissing. Do I need to say any more? Number 8, Golden Time. This is one of my all-time favorite romance anime. It is seinen, so it is aimed at an older audience. The characters are in university, so it's more relatable to a young adult kind of audience. I really don't want to spoil anything. Just watch it. It didn't look like it was going to be that great, but there is a lot. I think there was like 2 seasons and it was very, very satisfying. There's memory loss involved. There's a plot twist that just kind of broke me. I was very, very sad. I went through withdrawals when this anime was over. I'd honestly be standing, I don't know, making myself food or something, and then it had just hit me that it was over and the events that happened had happened, and I'd just stop what I was doing and be sad. It's quite emotional. I recommend it. Please watch it. Don't look up the synopsis. Just watch it. It's really good. Number 9. For my fujoshis, here is an anime about fujoshis. Kiss Him Not Me is about this girl who is a fujoshi, and she dreams about the guys in her class getting together, but then she goes through some traumatic stuff which forces her to go through a kind of glow up, and so when she goes back to school, boys like her, and she's confused and fantasizes about those guys that are interested in her being together. It's very funny and kind of not your standard rom-com. So if you're into not so much boys on boys stuff, but if you're into the comedy that can be surrounding that kind of thing, it's worth it. And finally, number 10 is Kaguya-sama Love is War. This is a recent anime, and again, I didn't think that it would be that good, but it really was that good. It's about two big brains who are, I think, the school president and then maybe the vice president or someone who has some sort of something, I don't know. Big brains, they like each other, they don't want to admit it because they don't want the other person to think that they are inferior. So they try and trick each other using their big brains to force the other one to confess first. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's very entertaining. Side characters are adorable, it's extremely cute, and that's all I have to say. I hope that you get something out of this list and that you can bask in various kinds of love at least 10 times. But hopefully you've seen some of these already because they're really good. If you want a part 2, let me know and I'll do it. I also hope you enjoyed watching me draw my Valentine's goils. Yeah, you can check the rest of them out on my Instagram page. Okay, catch you later.